All hail the swimming prince, useless in battle when in knee-deep water. Hey everyone, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Shulk finally remembered the title in which he was in. Good for you, boy. Last episode, we began our intrepid journey to take on the Telethia, and we are going to continue that at the journey and hopefully dealing with the problems going forward. First off, I think it's worth noting that if I want to get to one of the biggest shifts in difficulty in this game. Now, a while back, as soon as we entered Makna Forest, in fact as soon as we got Purge, you might have noticed that there is a new game mechanic that occurred that glossed over. That is the good old spike damage. And oh boy, I'm gonna be brutally honest. It is probably the biggest pain in the ass debuff or status ailment that you could possibly find in this game. Because, in a nutshell, spike damage is pretty self-explanatory. You get damage even when you're not attacking it. Now, there are a few different types of spikes. That one's pretty much an impalement. You don't want to go there. But, like the Bionic leg, it's not just low-leveled Noppo that live in these regions. You best stay clear, otherwise you'll be that guy's dinner. He's very aggressive, so best keep to the corners.
And with spike damage, it's changed a bit in this game. It actually tells you that the enemy has a spike on it above its name.
Indeed. And guess what? Scout hodes! You want to avoid like the plague in this area, because you see that guy? He's going over, and he just attracted the big boy to you. So yeah, do not come here for the love and money unless you want to be quick on your feet. Also, keep in mind, if you want to attack these slow bosses, guess what? Those hodes will eventually draw attention to that guy as well. You can probably tell, this guy has a range on him. He's also apparently magic. Well, if dinosaurs had that power, I think they still will be around.
Well, to be fair, the mini versions drop magic stones.
Ah, magic stone, I see. If you think that's the only thing you need to worry about, I think again. But luckily though, what these trees are actually for. Not only are they act as a little bit a cover, but they also act as a bit of a guidepost for you to follow should you ever go this way. And you know what? This goes into something that I absolutely love about this game from a practical standpoint. These trees, they're not simply dotted around the place randomly thinking, oh, you know what, it's a forest, we'll put a tree here and a tree there, like many JRPGs do. But in fact, these trees are actually put here intentionally, just to show, hey, these trees can act as cover for that bad boy. Now, let me get to the original point that I was going to make at the very start of this video. If say we do the simple jargon and we hopefully allow Ricky to do something which I want him to do. Give me a second.
Let's focus our efforts.
I'm probably not going to get a chance to do it. But when I do, you'll see what I mean. Also, got a damn leg joint, as well as another few leg joint and magic stones. We'll probably get to a better example of spike damage. Or maybe, actually, give us a moment. Okay, there we are. You see the dinos is toppled, and notice the purple graphic that appeared on his name briefly. when you see that, that's when spike damage is in effect. There are many different types of spike damage in this game. Some are natural, some are when an enemy has a certain stat element. And not only that, it can be short range, it can be long range. So basically, yeah, spike is a pain in the arse.
And when it comes to dealing with them, you can either use gems or Shulk's new Monado art.
And there is also something in which you can pick up in its very region. If you battle the Alugas, as you get lucky enough, you'll come across the Chronos Armor. And if you see the bottom right there, spike defense 20%. If you gather enough for these things, spike damage becomes near enough non-existent. So, just a little tip. Luckily though, I won't have a need for that going forward. But as learned from Ricky, they'd find some ether crystals, and don't know about you, but this place is looking pretty bad.
Yeah.
However though, we're here on the case with the hero pun.
What is this? Ricky never see before. This not Ricky's Makna. Ricky never see before.
To think it has caused this much damage. What do you mean?
Are you telling me the Telethia did this?
Telethia absorb and drain the surrounding area of all its ether.
That's it. The Telethia is sucking up all the ether, which is causing the natural environment to change.
Shulk, the Telethia can read your mind. Expect it to know what you will do before you do it.
I know. I'll aim for its antenna and stop its ability to read my thoughts. With the Monado at our side, it doesn't stand a chance.
It's much more powerful than its offspring. Do not expect it to fall so easily.
I won't. But we have to trust in the Monado.
Shulk has only met Telethia once, and they were merely the spawn. So why is he so sure of himself? Is it confidence or a trust in something? Yes, it is trust. He trusts in the power of that sword. What did he say it was called? The Monado. I see.
Stick together, everyone!
Dinobeast, big as Ricky imagined.
The Telethia. I take this chance to bring vengeance to my brethren and fulfill my duty. Shulk, I will trap it and cease its movement. Strike when the time is right!
Melia!
Be still!
Oh yeah! She's nifty with that start!
I knew it. She can control ether energy without using catalysts or rifle shells.
I've heard that such people exist. But I never thought she would be one.
Shulk! Right, Shala! Protect Melia at all costs. On it!
Right.
Ah!
If Dumman says so, that's fine to me. A word of warning going forward. Your biggest threat here is sleep. So, if you want to have some kind of sleep protection on there, go for it. However, let's get to it. Also with that, Melia learned a new art which is called Mind Blast. And luckily she has it equipped already, otherwise you were going to be SOL. Well, sin to say Telethia, as always, use Purge immediately to stop its hindrance. Anyway, this guy is pretty much a big boy. Talent Absorb. As you just saw, the Monado build-up pretty much got cut in half, and this is actually kind of bad because he actually used Purge and stopped it immediately.
I think Melia just used Mind Blast, so...
Indeed, Melia's Mind Blast can act as coverage, so it is beneficial to have both Shulk and Melia here, but since it's Shulk and Melia, you'd want to try and have Shulk take the brunt of it, as weird as that is to say, but also make sure that he is able to keep the attention of Melia. Right, so let's get into these guys' attacks. Jump, as you saw, take time absorb. Sleep Spin, which is an AoE attack, which can put you to sleep, as well as a single attack, which can put you to sleep in one shot. However, that's not the biggest threat.
What the?
Dinobeast grown back thing!
You've got to be kidding me.
It's no good. My ether shots are having no effect.
Its regenerative power is too much.
It is all right, Shulk. Destroying the Telethia is beyond us. We should cut our losses and mourn those who perished.
Never, Melia. The men you lost, I can tell they were dear to you. I know only too well that desire for revenge, and the crushing pain of losing those close to you. I can't stand by and let another person experience what I have. This monster is going down. I'll trap him with the Monado. Then the rest of you, hit the Telethia with everything you have.
Thank you.
Ready?
Telethia can read our thoughts.
I will say, as cool as this fight is, this is probably the only time in which I don't think engaging the enemy is warranted, because the fight was going rather well. In fact, if not the cutscene, we'd have it pretty much on point. I honestly feel like this scene would have done well with like unfinished battle, because it literally is an unfinished battle in more ways than one. But still, though, that's a minor grievance. Now, I mentioned that the attack gags I mentioned before were not his biggest thing. Funny enough, though, in this fight, if you let him use Talent Absorb on Charla, that actually is a benefit to you and not him, because Charla overheats and he just takes that away. It's like, dude, thanks for that. So that's a strategy if you want to do it. Look, though, I use Purge just in time for that thing hit. A Channel 1 is another attack with just a simple ether attack. But now it's time to get into something else that he has, and hopefully he'll use it in time as I go through, as I go in tandem. Thank you very much. As we initiate chain attack, if you get him down to about 25% and of health, something fun will happen. Let's say. And of course, they did it. That's one of the only times which engage the enemy plays in its fullest. That's not interrupted by a cutscene. And there's Channel 1, which can also bind you in case you're not curious. There it is. That is Super Aura. That is a one-time use attack in which he constantly regens his health. I mean, look at that. It's still going up. It's still going up no matter what we do. But luckily though, it doesn't fill him all the way, it just gets him to the halfway point.
And you can get rid of it with Purge.
Purge, and also, funny enough, Ricky can help as well. And once it's all said and done, he's back to normal, and then he stops healing himself. Trust me, Trust me, you want to make sure you start that, because I usually have had fights go south because I didn't notice his health was regenning, and then he just kept on doing it and then got to full health. But luckily though, once Purge is done, that attack does not come back. It's a one-time use. However, his soul read can still be an issue, so keep on top of that when you can. This fight, in a nutshell, all comes down to working in tandem with Melia when it comes to Shulk. Whenever you can't use Purge, she has Mind Blast waiting in the wings, and vice versa. Luckily, the Melia AI is a lot better. And speaking of AI, you'll also notice that Ricky's AI was also in the right position to use Bitey and Sneaky. Again, this is a major improvement to some AI.
Ricky!
Now! Dumban!
Bite on this!
Now, Melia! Finish him!
Brilliant thinking. Even though the Telethia can absorb large amounts of ether energy and regenerate at an incredible rate, absorbing so much energy caused it to implode.
Who would have thought? Brute force wins again. Nothing like an old-fashioned scrap. Dixon would have been proud.
It was the only way I could think of. If there had been another way...
Don't listen to Dunban. Soon you and that Monado will be unstoppable.
It's like a Tefra cave. It was almost natural, instinctive. The Monado responded to me, and I harnessed a new power.
You'll get your chance, Shulk. We'll turn that face mech on into scrap.
I know. That's what keeps me going.
Hogard, Garin, Damiel Aizel, are you there? I did it. It's dead, did you see? I thank you for your aid in my cause. Justice has been served.
You're welcome. Besides, it was mostly you.
Dinobeast! Hereupon Ricky ready for round 2. Hey, the fight over already? No, Ricky not no!
I'm afraid it's all finished.
We couldn't have done it without you, brave little Hereupon.
Ricky brave! Rhine also a little brave. Ricky happy?
Hereupon Ricky, be proud! Hereupon Ricky, tough guy!
Hereupon Ricky, bestest!
Look at him. Barely hit a toe and he gets all the praise.
Let him have his glory. A few days ago, the villagers wouldn't give him the time of day. Besides, won't you miss him just a little bit?
Chief Dunga, Ricky beat Dinobeast. Does Ricky still have debt?
No, Ricky. Your debts are repaid. However, while you were gone, your little pawns ate like ravenous Oluga. It set Chief Dunga back quite a bit. No pawn, no frontier village. A new prophecy has been told. Our Hereupon, slayer of Dinobeast, will further his legend by accompanying the Hum-Hum on their travels and bringing peace to the lands of Bionis.
Oh, Ricky never hear this.
It was prophesied many years ago.
Chief lying. Chief make a prophecy 1 minute ago. Oh, Ricky mad.
Ricky, go with these people. For the sake of the village, you must go. My instinct is never wrong.
Oh.
Do not worry, Ricky. Your little pawns will be taken care of.
Dadapon's stomach rumble. Dadapon need food. Dadapon need food now.
Dada? Ricky, what on Bionis is going on?
Friends, meet Ricky, Wifey Pon, and Little Pon.
You have got to be joking.
Wife and children. Ricky, how old are you?
Ricky have 40 years. Oh, friends look puzzled.
Not puzzled, just surprised.
Ricky! Oka borrow monies for Little Pon's food. Chief Danga know best. Ricky must work for Little Pon's to have good life.
Ricky will. Okay, Oka. Ricky, happy to join friends.
Ryan happy too. Come on, furball.
Now you can return with your head held high, my dear.
Indeed. Thank you, Dunga. My thanks for your gracious help.
Not at all. Peace has been restored to the Makna region. On behalf of all Nopon, thank you.
Chief Dunga is very fond of Melia.
Same hom-hom, different world. Not fair if you ask me.
Chief Dunga, will you kindly grant these Homs passage to Erith Sea? It is my promise to them.
Without question. These hom-hom fought valiantly in aid of our village. And a request by you, my dear, cannot go unanswered. I shall inform the villagers at once.
You are too kind. The chief has spoken. You should depart for Erith Sea at once. Prepare your things and see me when you are ready.
God, no matter how many times I see that cutscene, it makes me laugh, it makes me smile, it makes me go, oh, and then, what? And then, oh, and then, pah! Oh, so many emotions, all sounding Nopon-like. But if there's one thing that I gotta love about that cutscene, especially, it's Chief Dunga's delivery once Ricky calls him out on his BS. It's like, oh, Ricky's so mad, and then Dunga says, Ricky, buddy, you need to go. Please don't say anything about what I've just said, that it might be nonsense. I don't know, it's just that cutscene.
And I do like how they finally give Oka a mouth animation for when she speaks.
Yeah, because in the original, they didn't give her any animation, just... It was so ridiculous, and I just love it. But either way, though, the Telethia's been dispatched in peace. Comes back to Frontier Village. As much peace as you can have with those level 98 dinos roaming around.
Yeah.
But you know, a low column A and a low column B. But I think though, guys, we are gonna call things there for now. So next episode, we are not actually gonna go over to Erith Sea. At least not quite yet. Since Melia said that we need to gather things, so we need to go to the head of the Bionis, that means we need to go back home briefly and just, you know, gather a few things for the trip ahead. So, as said guys, thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to like it. If you didn't like the video, then you make up BS just like Dung just did. But if you want to subscribe to see more content like this, then be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Xenoblade Chronicles. What are you looking at?
Hello.
I think you are more like a village. You'll find no villagers like this one.
Hello.
Recently, many not believers see more outside world. It's just a country village, this why so many wish to leave. Ah, he seems nice. See you next time, guys.